If there's a restaurant, I go into this restaurant. There's dogs in the restaurant. I don't want to be in this restaurant. When
I don't even want to join this conversation. I'm not even kidding. This is worse than a lot of things you could say. People love dogs more than humans. A lot of people.
I know that.
Can we talk about equality? Like, anything else, please?
You're like, okay, so up next, racism.
Episode 9 of X Factor. We are back 9th week in a row.
Yep.
We posted last week, but we didn't film last week.
I was about to say, is it 9th week? But it still counts.
It still counts, yeah, yeah. Because we didn't film for the last 2 weeks, we didn't hang out for 2 weeks. So
oh my God.
No podcast, no hangs. I get it.
Do you miss me when I'm not around?
No, it wasn't. New York was 2 weeks ago. But it's okay. We had 2 episodes in a row where we had guests. I liked it a lot. I think it was cool. I honestly, I loved the guests but I really loved the set. Like, I felt so comfortable, and it made, like, even talking to them even better. So, yeah. And we talked about, we are going to have a set soon, like probably in the next 2 weeks.
Yes.
Maximum.
Yeah. We need to. Like, it just made so much of a difference.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, I did really like having them on. It felt super natural, at least. Like, so I'm excited to, like, start doing that a little bit more.
Yeah, 100%. We need a bigger space because there's no room for a guest here. But
yeah,
we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out eventually. But when Alex was on, that was the last episode, she said that the person she wanted to meet,
yes,
her ideal dream guest, or not guest, collab or whatever, was Elle Mills. And she literally, that was 2 weeks ago, and she met Elle.
I know. I messaged her on Instagram. I was like, yo, let's go. She's like, it's unreal. Yeah, it was super cool. I'm really excited to see what content she comes up like with it.
Dude, I texted her, I DM'd her. I was like, I'm not gonna take credit for manifesting it in our podcast, but his coincidence is kind of crazy.
No, that's super cool. I'm excited for it.
This week I got organized. I like planned out my next 3 months, and I put goals for the podcast because I'm like, yo, Alex manifested, so I got to do the same. We got to do the same. So I just said in the next 3 months, because I put personal goals. My lease ends in 3 months, so I want to make something big happen in the next 3 months. To see a lot of uncertainties in my life right now, but in the next 3 months, I want the podcast to have 9,000 followers on every platform. Okay. And I think it's totally doable.
Yeah, we just got to start posting
right.
clips.
So I have goals. So again, you heard my talk in New York. I have goals, my 3 month goals, and then I have my weekly expectations that I set for myself in order to help make the goals happen.
Right.
So yeah, a lot more reels are going to be posted and stuff like that.
Okay,
we're going to go real quick.
Good.
Right now, we got...
Oh, part of that? What? Sorry to interrupt. Part of that, I would love to get a freaking sponsor, like some sort of
100%,
sponsor.
100%.
Like, God.
But I think we just need to be, we don't even need a following necessarily, but we do need a history of episodes. We need a catalog.
Yeah, I agree.
Right? We can't just have like 10 episodes and be like, hey, sponsor us, you know?
And a set. Like, I'm telling you, it's just going to elevate everything.
Oh, 100%. It's going to make everything look more established, professional, all that stuff. But we got Goon Squad.
These look so freaking cool.
Yeah. It's a 9.8% IPA.
About to get silly.
I'm telling you, this one's gonna be heavy.
What's it called? Or what is it? Juicy Hazy DIPA? What is that?
I don't know.
Deepa? Dear God.
I would have read it like that.
Okay. Right. Oh, it's from Lakeland.
Oh, nice.
Oh, God. Oh, cheers.
And it matches the fits today. Let's do it.
Yours is not really orange.
And it's wrinkly.
I feel like men don't know colors.
Oh.
Have I told you that before? I really like it. You don't like it, do you?
You really like it?
I really like it. It's IPA. It's an IPA. It's like a classic IPA.
They all taste the same to me.
They are like, all the same.
The core taste is all the same, but there's like little hints of like fruity or whatever.
So like 3 or 4 years ago when I tried an IPA for the first time, I was telling all my friends that they gave me the IPA. I was like, oh, I don't like this. I was like, but it's just this one. Like, I'm sure I would like another IPA. And they're like, no, you just don't like IPAs. I was like, no, I do like them. They're really, like, I'm sure they're good. Like, I've heard they're so great. People love them, but this one just tastes funky. It has this weird taste. And they were like, yep, the IPA taste.
Yeah, you have to learn to like it for sure. I'm sure, a few sips, it'll start tasting good. Yeah. But it's a dope design. I love this.
I like slimy stuff like this. I like that a lot.
Yeah.
Goon Squad. Plus I feel cool drinking it. So anyway, yeah, Goon Squad.
Dude, you know what I've been really into recently? I've been like falling into rabbit holes of like entrepreneurial YouTube videos.
Yeah.
And Mark Cuban specifically. Have you like watched a lot of stuff about Mark Cuban?
I have not, but I love him because of the prescription.
Yes.
So he has that, maybe you know more about this, maybe you should talk about this, but basically he has that like prescription drug company, website, whatever, where he just gives you just coupons. Is it like coupons?
No. So
you know what? You speak about it. Jesus Christ. I'm like, I don't know anything
about it. Dude. So it's literally, it's called Cost Plus is the thing, but the long name for it is Cost Plus Drugs. What they do is, obviously, like, big pharma, like all, like everything is marked up so much. Medicine.
It's because medicine is privatized.
Yes,
and
right.
We can get into that.
Right.
But.
So what his company does is they have prescriptions, not name brand stuff yet. It's very new, but he sells prescription medication.
Yeah.
Marks it up 15%.
Okay.
Adds a $4 pharmacy fee and a $3 shipping fee.
Okay.
And that's it. So 15% sounds like, oh, that's still a markup, dude. But a lot of these medicines are so cheap, like $10. Then he marks it up 15%.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like $1.50 extra. Now he has this. There's this medicine for leukemia.
Yeah.
Usually it costs like $3,000 per bottle.
Yeah.
He sells it for $16.
Yeah, dude.
$16.
Dude, I'm telling you, medicine is privatized. What that means is I can literally just own a vaccine and sell it to you for whatever you want.
Right.
I can own insulin and be like, nope, unfortunately you're about to pay $2,000 every month for this. And it's life. You can't live without it. Like, it's just
and
bullshit.
see, so that's a bigger problem in itself. But like everyone always talks about the problem and like no solution. But Mark is literally his solution is to make this company. And you know what? Everyone's like, why would you do this? Like you're a billionaire. You're very business motivated. You want obviously to grow businesses. Why would you do this? And he's like, my next dollar is not going to change my life. He's like, I'm a billionaire. I'm done. Like I'm fine. I don't need money. And he's like, what would make me happy is not another $1 billion business. What would make me happy is turning an industry upside down, messing up the whole medical. Like that would be huge for him. That's what he wants. That's like a name, and his name is tied. It's like by Mark Cuban, like in the official name of the company. So right. He's like, that's my legacy.
Yeah,
that's what I'm getting out of it.
What's the stupidest thing you do with $1 billion? What's the first thing you do with $1 billion?
Dude, I literally have that here actually.
Oh, okay.
Not a billion, so a million, right?
A million. Ooh.
So what's the first thing you would do with $1 million? It doesn't have to be the whole thing, obviously. Like
stupid answer that
what
ahead.
he did was so interesting, but I want to hear.
Oh, it's not a good answer. This is not going to be a smart answer. It's going to be like buy a Taco Bell that I get unlimited like Taco Bell access to my whole life.
Actually, funny, Taco Bell is the number one grossing or number one return on investment for franchises.
I was literally at, was it a Taco Bell? No, actually it was a Steak and Shake. Sorry, never mind. I was at a Steak and Shake and they had this flyer and it was like, oh, you can basically own one of these. And it was like for $10K or whatever. I was like, okay,
Wait, what was that on?
Steak and Shake. It was a flyer. They just have them there. They're like, please expand us. Like,
yo, that's crazy. But yeah, Taco Bell is the most like, so if you're trying to open any chain, Taco Bell is where it's at.
I love Taco Bell.
Yeah, that's such a funny. I mean, I could see that. That wouldn't be a huge investment. I think it's like probably, like I don't know.
I'd do Steak and Shake. Actually, I changed my mind. $10K. Come on.
There's no way it costs 10K. It has to be more than that.
It literally said 10K.
Usually, like for Starbucks or Chick-fil-A, it's like 300K, something like that.
I'm telling you, it's 10K.
Steak and Shake, I guess maybe believe that. But then, yeah.
What would you do?
So I know. I think the first. I mean, this is gonna make me sound so holier than thou over your answer.
Pretentious.
No, I would 100%. I would retire my parents. First thing I would do.
That's so cute. Damn, my dad's gonna be listening to this and be like, "You hear that? You hear that,
dude?"
That's so cute.
Yes, I think that would be incredible, and it wouldn't even take that much money. You know what I mean?
No, it doesn't take that much.
Like even like a.
Oh, that's so sweet. Wow, I'm an asshole.
I'm like, but you know what Mark Cuban did with his first. So he sold his first company at $6 million. After that, he took $2 million because he had to pay his employees, his business partner, whatever. He took on $2 million. Mm-hmm. First thing he did was spend $125,000 on a lifetime pass on American Airlines, first class.
Genius.
Lifetime pass.
Freaking genius.
Yeah, I mean, genius. And so it's first class, lifetime, wherever he wants in the world. Him and a buddy. So 2 people can go anywhere.
Okay, that's on my bucket list now.
Yeah,
that is legit. Like something I think that I could work to and get.
Yeah, 100%. 125K is also like if you start a business and sell it for $1 million, like you're good. That's your investment.
Let me just start a business. Like,
well, okay, dude, this is crazy. We're so far ahead because I have my notes here and like one of the things, like literally one of the bullet points is like we have everything we need to make start a business.
We do.
Wait, I want to rewind though. Okay, I want to keep talking about this real quick. So he bought American Airlines pass. Then he reinvested. He kept on making more businesses. Then he made $1 billion, right? So, the first thing he did with $1 billion was kind of similar to the thing. He bought a private jet for $40 million.
Okay, I was gonna say a PJ. That's what I would take. Like that'd be the first thing.
Not with $1 million though. You'd have to be
a billionaire.
Like, yeah,
how much does a private jet cost?
Like the cheap side is like 5 million, 3 to 5 million, cheap side.
Interesting.
And he bought a $4 million one. 40 million.
Oh, okay. I was like, damn, he being frugal now. Okay, well, I'm really weird about that because I do feel like, what's the point of environment wise, it's just like such a waste for like one person.
So
to
is
buy.
a billion cars that are
okay, but that's a billion people that need to do what they need to do. This is one person. There's no reason to get on a private jet. Like, I feel like it's just unethical. I truly do.
I mean,
that's a controversial opinion and I get it, but I feel like, well, at work, at my job, sometimes they'll do like this thing, like this icebreaker where it'll be like, okay, what's your most controversial opinion? Like, just say it in the morning meeting. And this one dude, he was our product manager. His most controversial opinion, he was like, I don't think air travel is ethical. And
air travel in general?
Air travel in general, he doesn't think it's ethical.
See, that's what I mean. There's a spectrum to everything.
Correct, right? There's like, you gotta be, what's it called? Like balancing, everything in moderation. But I can't justify a private jet. I
see that now. You're saying you just wouldn't get a private jet?
No. I would ride in a private jet like once, but I don't need it. Like, that's just something that like you don't really need.
Okay, so I mean, a commercial flight, let's say, how many people are on a commercial flight? Like 200 people?
Yeah.
So
buy first class and just get on last. I would personally want to talk to my fans.
Well, I'm just saying like the number, like, so we're saying a flight divided by 200. That's your, like when you're on a corporate, a commercial plane,
okay,
you're taking that flight divided by 200 because you're one of the 200 passengers.
Sure.
So it's still bad for the environment. So now every private jet, you're just taking 200 regular flights.
Correct.
Right.
I'm not going to take 200 fucking flights, Xander. What are we talking about right now?
I'm just saying, I think, yes, checks and balances, what you say, you can counter it. I would use $1 million, plant some trees.
Oh my God. You're like,
there's people that don't live with plastic. They're like, I don't buy deodorant. I don't do anything because I need plastic free. Okay. Like, yeah. And they're doing something for the, like, you know what I mean? That's an extreme.
It is an extreme. Here's the thing. Individuals cannot fix the climate crisis. Like it's not an individual thing. However, billionaires can do something about it. They can do something about it.
Mark Cuban's fixing one thing at a time. He's doing medical. He can kill the environment.
I'm not mad that he has a private jet. I'm not mad about it. I'm just saying I don't want a private jet. I don't need it.
Well, that's why I love Mark Cuban because
he has a private jet.
Yeah. Anyways, the next thing he bought with his $1 billion is the Dallas Mavericks. Dude, okay, keep in mind his private jet.
I would buy an NBA team.
Right?
It would not be the Magic.
The Magic?
I'm just trying to think of who I would buy.
Yeah. Wait, why not the Magic? That'd be so sick. Your hometown team. Are you kidding me? Dude, are you kidding me? That would be so sick.
You're right. Okay, fine, whatever. But they need to do a little better.
Well, so the reason he bought the Dallas Mavericks was because he went to a game. There was like barely anyone in the stadium. The energy wasn't there.
I'm like, I should buy the Orlando Magic.
Yeah, and he turned it around like completely. Like, but guess what? So he bought the jet for $40 million. You know, the Dallas Mavericks was $285 million. That's like a third of his $1 billion.
Yeah, dude.
And then the last thing he bought was a $12.5 million house. But actually, the house was $25 million when it was built, which was like a few years prior. And then the guy went under foreclosure and then sold it to him for 12.5.
Okay.
But yeah, anyways.
Damn, that's such a retiring your parents is such a good answer. I would definitely probably do that. Like not probably. I would do that. That's a great. Sorry,
probably
Mom.
Mom. After
probably maybe
Taco Bell.
Taco Bell
what about
first.
A flying Taco
second.
Bell.
Oh, yeah. Taco Bell that just flies to me when I'm hungry. Taco Bell drone. If I had to start a business, it would be drones that freaking give people food.
No, for real. Let's talk about starting a business. I texted you earlier today and I was like, is there any business idea that you would have that you would want to pitch on the podcast that you wouldn't start because you're giving the idea away? You don't have like a million ideas?
I don't.
Bro.
I'm not a freaking entrepreneur, bro. You're here like, oh, we can monetize this. I'm like, okay. Like,
no, but the opposite. I say just pitch the idea, whatever. It's just, are you ever going to do it? Realistically.
Okay. I have a stupid one.
Okay.
I want an app that will tell me when a dog is nearby. But not for the reason other people want it. Because I know they're like, oh, so cute, a dog. No, I just don't want to be there. I want to avoid wherever the dogs are.
There's a lot of controversial things that you could say.
If there's a restaurant, I go into this restaurant. There's dogs in the restaurant. I don't want to be in this restaurant. Unless they're service dogs, that does not apply. When I
don't even want to join this conversation. I'm not even kidding. This is worse than a lot of things you could say.
Cats are better.
Okay, that's something you could say. Cats. You're a cat person, dog person. You just.
I think that a lot of dog owners suck at being dog owner.
Oh, okay. So you're blaming the owner.
It's not the dog's fault.
Okay. Wait. So why don't you want to be around dogs?
Because their owners let them jump on you. They smell.
It's funny because I feel similar, but I'm not saying anything. I would not.
Here's the thing. No. I will say it passionately because people are so dog crazy in this country. My thing is, right, like you should not be bringing your dog, again, service animals do not count. And I'm not talking emotional support animals. I'm talking about service animals. They don't count. They are workers. They're doing their job. They work. But other dogs, like, they should not be in an eating establishment. That's gross. When I used to work at freaking Cheddar's, they would literally let their dogs sit at the table. I'm literally
that has to be a service dog. They let dogs.
It was not. It's a tiny little Chihuahua. I don't think Chihuahuas can be freaking service dogs.
I think anything could be emotional support.
I just said no emotional support.
Oh, okay.
Eat at home. I'm sorry. That's a joke. That's a joke. That you need to cut out, please.
Bro, people love dogs more than humans. A lot of people.
I know that. I know that they do that.
I'm sweating.
It's fine. Love your dog, but like love it away from me. You know what I mean? Why are you scared right now?
I'm so scared.
You think dog haters are gonna
can
cancel?
We talk about equality? Like, say anything else, please.
You're like, okay, so up next, racism. Like, what do you mean? Have you seen that? What is that show? I think it's Community. This is one, like, she's a white woman. She's sitting at the table. She's like, you know what? I can talk about racism, but I draw the line at like animal cruelty. And all the black people in the room are like, what?
Yo, animal cruelty. Hasbullah got canceled for punching his cat.
Why would he punch his cat?
I don't know. His apology video. He even did an apology video. Obviously,
did you watch that?
Yeah. Dude, this is big news. He's a man.
He's a man.
Yeah, you're right. He is a grown man. But like, how are you gonna get mad at him? Come on.
Xander, that's a grown man. You're literally pitying this grown man just because he looks small.
No, yeah. I mean,
men under 5'7", I have bad news for you.
Dude, he literally he punched he was being aggressive with his cat. And what his apology video, he was just like, I love my cat. If I didn't, he wouldn't be in my house. Sometimes I have to discipline the cat.
Okay, I don't believe in like disciplining your dog that way. I don't like when people hit their dog.
No, 100%.
I think it's so fucking 100%, weird.
But his hand is the size of this. Like, that's the equivalent of you flicking your dog with your pinky. Like okay. He doesn't need to be canceled.
That's fair,
it was a little aggressive. I'm not gonna lie. In the video, not like uncomfortable, but he just grabbed the ear and shook it. But again, he's not.
He's not actually hurting the animal, but it's just weird that like. I don't know. That's just weird. I don't like that at all. I don't like that one. I don't like physically like disciplining animals. I don't like physically disciplining children, to be clear, but I like animals. 9.8. But animals, it just like doesn't make sense to me. I'm like, that's a dog. Like, you cannot reason with that thing. Like, you got to find a different way. I don't like it. That was
a random rant. But anyways, back to starting a business.
Cats are better. Go.
This is my business pitch. You have glitter here again. Sorry, this side. I don't know. There's glitter here from the St. Patrick's Day episode everywhere on this couch.
Like, what the hell?
But I don't know. Whatever. I don't think the cameras probably can't see it. But this is my idea for business. I probably will never make because I don't like apps. Like apps, everyone has an app. It's so hard. I would rather no apps. Maybe. I don't know. I want to make a company online. Oh my gosh.
This is really good. I'm about to get silly.
Before we started today, she's like, Xander, look at me. No shots tonight.
I have to be productive tonight.
Yeah, no, 100%. We're literally budgeting after this.
No, we are budgeting after this.
I have so many
budgeting
goals and budgeting and everything. Like, you'll see my plans.
He was roasting the hell out of me yesterday. Like, just going in, like, it was personal. It was literally personal. He's like, this is why you haven't been to the gym in a year, blah, blah, blah. Like, oh my God.
No, I was roasting you about, what was the first thing? Finances or whatever? Oh, something else. And then you go, I'll slap you. And I was like, you haven't been to the gym in so long.
Yeah. I was like, I'll punch you in the face. You're like, wouldn't even hurt. You haven't been to the gym in a year. Like, blah, blah, blah. Wouldn't even hurt. Anyways, I am trying to be productive. So absolutely no shots.
Okay, yeah, 100%. 100%. That was a joke. But Fuel for sure.
No.
No, but listen. Okay, listen to my company pitch and tell me if it's a good idea.
Okay,
I've talked to you about it.
I know. I actually really hate that you're about to say it, but go ahead.
I don't think. Am I ever going to do it? You think realistically? You
should. Go ahead. No, say it.
All right.
You have glitter on your eye, by the way. Cut that out. Go. Say it.
All right. So it's a Thursday night.
Yeah.
For some reason, you and your friends just shot a podcast and you drank a little too much and you took shots afterwards when you said you weren't going to. Anyways, it's a random night, Thursday. Let's say Tuesday because today's a Tuesday. So it's a Tuesday. You're a little lit. You're like, we should go out to the bars or the clubs. It's a Tuesday though. Where are we going to go? That's fun. That's lit.
You're manifesting this right now.
Where are we going to go? I mean, we could go to our normal place, but it's usually not that lit on Tuesday. We could go to this. Anyways, you pull up an app. It's called Is It Lit? Yo, pull up Is It Lit? Boom. It shows you all the bars and clubs in Orlando, the local spots. And you... I don't know the idea was that good. You said,
I was trying to be like, but my voice is a little gone. So that was the weirdest noise that's ever come out of me. You could have kept going. You could have just not bullied me.
So you open the app. It's called Is It Lit? And you click on, let's say, fuel.
Yeah.
And it says, okay, tonight it's at an it's a Tuesday. It's at a 6 out of 10 litness.
Yeah.
The music they're playing is top 40. The bartender friendliness, I don't know, that could be like a fun, rating thing that people could rate. Bartender friendliness
that's
is
personal.
like,
that's
right?
cool though. It's cool.
Like a 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10 a fuel.
Alyssa, please. 10 out of 10.
And like just categories. And
Yeah.
I'm not feeling top 40.
Yeah.
I want to go somewhere else. You click on another place. They're throwing throwback. They're playing throwbacks, 2000s, whatever. So yeah, what do you think of that app? That is my idea. I think it's genius. I think it could be great.
I think that you should make it and not tell the whole freaking world what
the only thing is like how it would have to be crowdsourced. People would have to.
Yes, that's a thing. What do you mean?
Yeah, it just
you give them incentive to do that. You could literally easily be like, get $2 off your next drink if you rate the bar you're at.
Yeah, but that's deals I'm gonna have to have from the with the company through the company with the bars.
Regardless, it makes people go out, so it doesn't matter. Yes, it's a lot of work.
I think you would have to start it like in certain cities, like start it first in Orlando,
right?
Super make it popular than other cities.
That's a plan.
Yeah,
you're like it's a lot of work. You know what was a lot of work? Freaking drugs plus cost.
I don't have $1 billion though. Yeah, it is. Yeah,
okay.
It's good.
I did good.
Drugs plus cost, but yeah, he had a lot of money to make that happen, and a lot of time. Not a lot of time. He's really busy. I know him. So you're saying yes, you would invest if you were an investor?
Yes, I would absolutely invest.
You don't see any problems with it?
There's a lot of problems with it. There's a ton, actually. But no, I mean, I think it would be really nice, especially for people. Dude, honestly, your target audience would be like, wouldn't even be our age range. It'd be like younger and it'd be older. Because the older people want to know like exactly what they're getting into, and the younger people want to know where it's most lit.
Yeah. It's just tough, man. We were in New York 2 weeks ago and it was a Sunday.
Dude.
Everything closed so early.
City that never sleeps my ass.
Yes,
dude.
bro. They were slump.
Why is CVS closed at 8 p.m.?
Yes. And then we found Walgreens or something open till 2 or whatever. And then they stopped having alcohol at like 12.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
It was
midnight.
super weird. It was
so
super,
weird.
super
and we didn't want to go out on like Friday or Saturday because we had my talk the next day, right? So we were like, let's be responsible now. But then Sunday, we were like, finally, we don't have obligations. Yeah. We can do something. We couldn't find anything. I had to text my friend who lives in New York, and she gave me a suggestion. And we ended up going to that place, and it was so dead.
Oh,
it was
are you talking about the small bar?
Yeah.
Oh my. Okay, it was weird. Okay? Had a waterbed. I was like, we need to go. And also, yeah, it was kind of dead. Also, like 70s music. I love 70s music, but I'm like, it needs to be the right vibe for 70s music. And I was like, why is 4 people on this waterbed?
There's a bunch of people like laying down on a waterbed. It was like
and we walked in. I felt like I was interrupting something. So I was like, time to go.
But like we were in New York and there was no way to find out a good place to go. Like Yelp is a thing, but I
Who's
Googled
leaving Yelp reviews though? You know?
Vic, actually, she wants to be a platinum. Like you get rewards and stuff. Like she takes it seriously, and I kind of want to do that.
Actually, no, cool. I think I'm down. I didn't know that was a thing. I'm like, what? Yes, no, I'll leave reviews. But also, like, I feel like most people who leave reviews in general for things
are negative.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because it's like actually a spot for you to say something. I've only ever left I've only ever gotten like a survey back for like something I purchased or whatever, and responded to it one time, and it was a negative response because I truly I never do that. I don't like to get food back. I don't like to do any of that. But like this. Well,
it's good to remember like if you have a server that's really good or like someone customer service that like gives you helps you out a ton, like you should like try to think about that. Okay. I always try to. I don't do it often, but I do always say, okay, I'm gonna leave a review. And
you know how like at like Olive Garden they have the little thing where you are recording, right?
Yeah, I am, but I just felt okay. No, it's good. Go ahead. I just felt like I was really loud for a second, but the meter is good. Anyways, Olive Garden.
Okay, so you know how they have the little things at Olive Garden?
The screens?
The screens, and you pay. At the end, there's always a survey. Dude, I spend like 5 minutes on the survey every time, no matter what restaurant has it. And
really?
I'm like, this server, like whatever their name is, blah, 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 like what had the best... the server, whatever name, blah, 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 had the best like service I've ever had. Like he was amazing. She was amazing, blah, blah, blah.
What if it's not the best service? It's just like average service. You still do that?
I don't write something, but I still give 5.
Oh, okay.
The way through. Yeah. You have to be like really bad for me to like feel a type of way about this.
Dude, I'm the same way.
You have to be like trying to be an asshole for me to like really be like, okay, dude, like this was just unacceptable service. For the most part, like if my food's late, I know it's not the server.
Yeah.
You know, so like, and also, I don't know, in general, I don't remember the last time I sent food back. And if I did, I'd probably be like crying about it. Be like, I'm so sorry. Like, I'm sorry.
Yeah. One time there was peanuts in my teriyaki chicken wings and I did send it back. That was the one time. And
that's
the one
an
time
allergy.
too. Yeah, it's literally
so
an allergy.
Fair.
I ordered teriyaki wings. They came back. They're like, oh, sorry. We mixed the teriyaki sauce in the same bowl as the chicken. I mean, is the peanut butter and jelly sauce. I'm like, first of all, it's a weird sauce to put on wings. That's a crime, first of all.
That's secondly, disgusting, first of all.
Mixing one of the most common allergies with another sauce.
Well, also, I definitely think that like your peanut allergy is fake. But also, I definitely think that like there's rules. There's definitely like OSHA violations involved in this case or something.
I'm saying,
because you
bro,
can't like you cannot mix allergens.
Yo, tell me how the server, bro, the manager came out and said, hey, heard what happened. Like actually, sorry. This is the one time I ever asked because the whole time my meal was miserable. My throat was super, and thank God, like I don't have like a severe allergy, but it was just like I was so itchy in my throat. You could die? Yeah, so itchy in my throat, so itchy in my tongue, and the server knew exactly like how miserable I was, right? He kept on asking me if I was okay, but then he brought the check and it was like the full check. Yeah. And so this is the only time, I think, like seriously, the only time that I asked for a manager because I was like,
dude, come on.
Manager comes out and bro, you know what he tells me? He's like, well, you have an allergy. Like next time, like tell the restaurant that you have an allergy.
That is true, but also shut the fuck up.
Yes, but also, yeah, exactly. And my meal was like $15. You can't take like the $15 off. You know what I mean? Like ridiculous.
Oh no, that's
and like also I've lived with this allergy before. My whole life I lived with this.
He's lying. He is lying.
No, my whole life I've lived with this allergy. I know how to navigate life with it. Don't tell me like, oh, tell a restaurant next time. No, I know my allergy. I know the severity is not bad. It's just uncomfortable. But anyways.
No,
also 100%. Doesn't help you and everyone else in the world. I
think you're lying.
No, that's fine. That's fine. But but to say, oh, I know it's a meme, it's a joke, whatever. Oh, you're weak with the peanut allergy. That's why straight up when restaurants or servers like, is there any allergies here? My thing is not bad. I know my allergy. If I accidentally eat a peanut, I'm gonna be fine. I'm gonna spit it out and it's gonna be fine. Everyone just like, shoom. And I'm like, bro. No, because I'm not gonna say anything because.
But it's uncomfortable for literally no reason. Like you don't have to be uncomfortable. It's just tell the man.
I'm exaggerating too a little bit, but also I know my allergy. I don't have to say it all the time.
Yeah.
Especially if I know the restaurant.
If I was getting wings that were like honey barbecue, I'd be like, this is not a threat. Why would I ever say that I have a peanut allergy? Literally. But it is a good idea to just say it anyway, like just in case. But that's stupid that they mix that's so stupid that they do that.
Yeah, anyways. But other than that, I really, same as you, like it would take a lot for me to have to complain or to whatever, get mad.
I really can't do it. Like honestly, okay, so I went to get my nails done the other day. I didn't even get them done. I wanted to remove my nails. Like I had acrylic nails on, whatever.
Yeah.
Dip with tips. And I walked in and I was like, I walked in with my head and I was like, okay, Elena, you need to be better about saying no. Like you don't want any manicure. You just want to get rid of the nails, which will be super cheap, probably like $10. So I walked in and I was like, I need to remove them. I was like, okay. And then I asked, this is my fault for asking. I was like, do you have anything that you can do, like a normal manicure, anything to just like protect the nail a little bit? She's like, no, you have to do gel. And I was like, no, because gel is like $40. I don't want to do that. I just want like, put the little like clear nail coat on it. I just need something like that. So then she's like, do you want to do gel? And I was like, no, I was like, I'll just come back later this week, you know, like if I want to or whatever.
And you weren't going to
stop. Okay. Then she goes, no, I'm not.
That was your first mess up.
I know.
Saying, I'll come back later this week. That makes you sound like you're debating.
I know it. I know.
You just want to be nice.
Like, she goes, your nails are going to break today. I was like, okay, I'll do gel.
Oh my.
Hold on. I'm not done. Do you see gel on these fingers? I'm not done. So then I sit down and she moves me. This is the worst part. She moves me. She gives me another person. And I sit down with this other person. She's like, yeah, sorry, we have to move you because like depending on the service, we get someone else to do it. I'm like, oh, kill me. Because I know I'm about to back out. Like I'm about to just double, like, no, I need to double back on this. And I just basically, he's like, what color do you want? I'm like debating colors with him for a few seconds. The whole time in my head, I'm like, I don't want to do this. I just want you to take him off. So finally I just look at him and I was like, you know what? I was like, I'm sorry. Like I have to be like wherever after this. Like I don't have that much time. Like, can you just take the nails off? And he's like, yeah. I tipped him immensely. Okay. I tipped him. It was $11. I tipped him like enough that I would have, if I would have spent 40, right? Like, and it was still pretty cheap, so it's fine. But I was like, take these nails off of me right now, immediately. And yeah, I finally spoke up for myself really late. I did it the worst way possible, the most inconvenient way possible.
Growth is growth.
But I spoke up because I'm telling you, if I get my nails done wrong at a nail salon, I will sit there and be like, this is the best thing I've ever had. Thank you.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
I mean, I'm the same way with haircuts, honestly. I look at a haircut, I'm like, this is so bad, but what am I going to say? Haircut's a little different because you can't go longer. She can only change so much. Yeah. So I'm like, it's not even worth the time. Nails, they can always change. So, I mean,
I wouldn't say anything really about my hair, but honestly, I walk into the hair salon. I trust my hairstylist a lot. And I walk in and I'm just like, do whatever you want in my hair. Like, probably do this, but do whatever you want. And so, like, I kind of, but if I really didn't like it, I probably still wouldn't tell her. Like, I genuinely probably wouldn't still. I need to work on that. Like, because you can be respectful about it. Some of these people in the nail salon, some of these people at restaurants that we go to, I'm like, how can you speak to another human being like that? Oh, yeah. And it's because none of them have ever like worked in the service industry. Yeah. I think everybody should have to.
I think nails and hair are a little bit different though, because it's like their artwork and their work. You know what I mean? Like server, okay, you came late or you forgot the order, whatever. But it's like so hard with hair. It's like, and also my old barber never had any issues. I guess she was like technically a hairstylist, salon, whatever. Never, but like I've just been going around different places to try to try to see different hairstyles, whatever. Yeah. And there's been so many bad ones, but I can't say anything. I'm like, it'll grow out in 3 days, 4 days.
You're like, wow, I just spent $50, but that's fine. Like,
I'm like, no.
Yeah.
I bring this up almost every single week because every week I'm fascinated by it.
Is it ChatGPT? Yes. I'm about to get so annoyed. Oh my God.
No, you're not going to annoy because it's such a good, like, dude, I use it every week for something different.
Do you understand that I know people that use it every day for work now?
Really?
Yes. I'm not name dropping.
I mean, it's a tool. Like, what is that technically?
It's not bad at all.
Yeah. Cool.
ChatGPT, like, there's a lot of discourse right now in the programming community of like, oh my God, it's going to replace our jobs. I don't think so at all. Like, I think it's just going to be another tool that we use. Dude, I was trying to debug something. It just wasn't working. I couldn't run something the other day. And I just literally put in some of my code and explained some of what I was doing. And ChatGPT told me step by step, if anything, she told me step by step how to go about like figuring out what the error was with this thing. I was like, wow. It's just going to be a tool.
I literally call it a she.
It's a she. ChatGPT is a woman.
I'm not going to lie. I get those vibes too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But you know what it might be?
She's a woman.
Could it be Siri? Like you think of Siri as that?
No.
So
she's a woman.
Okay. Even like GPS. Most automated voices we hear are women.
Because women are always right.
The GPS took me wrong ways many times.
No, you took wrong turns.
No, I'm just kidding.
There's a man trying to do what he wants to do and he didn't listen to the woman.
No,
That's
bro. I listen to the GPS every single time. You know who does it? My parents.
Oh my God.
They're always
traveling with your family stresses me out.
They're always not even traveling, just like regular, the things that we go to every day, like from home to like church or something. Yeah. They'll put it in just to see traffic, which I get,
no,
traffic
that makes sense.
for sure.
Yeah.
But then they're like, but this road might be fat. I'm like, no, listen, I was like, what your phone right now is receiving information from a satellite in space. It is monitoring the traffic, the roads, the closures, it's monitoring everything. It makes mistakes for sure. But guess what? It's from above. It's literally.
I literally tell this to my dad. I'm like, you're not outsmarting Google. I promise you, you're a very smart man. Google knows more. Like, he's like, no, take the back roads. Google doesn't know about that. I'm like, Google knows everything. What do you mean?
Yo.
He knows everything.
Straight.
Google's a he.
Google's a he.
Google is a he.
Okay. and ChatGPT is a she.
ChatGPT is a woman.
Okay. Yo. Okay, so let me tell you what I used it for.
Okay, I'm scared.
Used her for.
So you're using women now.
It's just funny to say like that. Anyways, so this week I used ChatGPT. I was trying to write a proposal for a company, and I wanted to do their website, their videography, their photography, their logo. Like I wanted to do a bunch of things to kind
It's a
of like,
brand redesign kind of
right,
thing.
sort of, yeah. And I put one paragraph into ChatGPT. I said, hey, I'm trying to redesign this, this brand's image or whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm doing, those 4 things for them. Right now their stuff is kind of outdated. The last time they did it was 10 years ago. I gave it so much detail, like whatever, just a paragraph. Dude, it spit out like probably a 500 word. It was formatted, a format that I didn't even think about. Like they literally broke it down to video work, photo work, logo, website redesign.
Oh,
I'm like,
yeah.
Dude, the wording was so good. It was like, I want to redo your logo with a focus on minimal. I don't even like, it was just, it worded it so well. I literally copied the whole thing, pasted the whole thing in my proposal. I switched it around a few words, but like 90% of the work it did. And it sounded so good. And I sent it to them, and guess what? I got the job. AI helped me.
As long as you are capable of, in my head, AI is a tool, right? And honestly, like it doesn't matter. Like it's a tool, but you're always going to be able to weed out like the people who are using it and like they're not smart enough to do it on their own. Not even smart enough, but like they can't do the work on their own.
Yeah.
Like you can tell, right?
Yeah.
It's like the same thing I said this, like, I don't know what episode I did.
Yeah.
The students, like the teachers can tell, right? They're like, okay, this is not you. This is probably ChatGPT. Like you're going to always be able to tell. Programming too.
I don't know about always, but
for most things, you're going to be able to tell.
yeah.
But even if you don't even if you're not able to tell, like, I think it's a great thing. I think it's a great tool. Like, I don't think we should be scared of it. I just think that we should have like, it should just be something we take into consideration.
But bro, remember like when the like touchscreen phones first came out, or like the iPod? Why did I forget that word? When the iPods came out, all the apps you could download were like those super corny, like remember the lighter app where you can like open the lighter?
Do you remember the beer?
Yes, yeah.
And
you could
like
drink
chugging,
it.
and the lightsaber, we were like,
super. But at the time, and it wasn't
so
because we were young,
cool.
it was because the technology was new.
Yeah.
Everything was new. It was so cool, but it was so basic. Now there's apps where we're on them 24/7. They control, like, help us organize our lives. We're opening them every second of the day to, one, stay connected, two, there's life organization apps or like workout apps. We're so dependent on these super intricate apps. Dude, right now ChatGPT is like the freaking lighter app. Can you imagine that?
I know. No,
you know
I know.
Like
it's going to only get
in
further.
10,
but it's
15 years.
It's going to take a while. It is going to take a while.
Is it though?
Yes, I do believe so.
I think growth is exponential. So like,
yeah. But I mean, specifically what I'm talking about is like, again, I'm in the programming field. Like a lot of people are worried that it's just going to take over programming jobs. Like that they're like, oh, our jobs are obsolete. It's not true. Like you do need the human touch, like kind of thing. It'll be a long time. First of all, I hope it does replace our jobs. I hope that we could just replace everything we need to, and then we could just live and chill and be like it's like a circle. Like let's go back to like just chilling and like worrying about what we have to eat and like nothing else, like not working. But I don't think like it's not there yet. It's not a fear right now. If anything, it's just a tool.
But the difference between this and like everything in the past is that it's self-learning. So like we're not just adding like those apps. We have to put so much work into building more and more advanced apps. This is like artificial. It's learning from everyone.
There is the theory, and I cannot remember because we talk about it a lot. I cannot remember if we talked about it on the episode or not, but like there's like this conspiracy theory that we're like a bootstrap for AI. Yeah, I've already talked about this, haven't I?
Briefly, but like that's
I mean, it is kind of like, if you've seen Westworld, have you seen Westworld?
No.
Amazing show. But basically just like the whole premise, spoiler alert, I guess, but like go watch it. Is basically like it talks about artificial intelligence and like all that stuff, and like how like not only do they like, not only are they computers, but they develop feelings, they like develop personality. They're basically like the new generation of people. Like we're like the bootstrap, we're like the old news, and they're like what society is going to. So that is like a fear I think that a lot of people have about AI and stuff. But again,
I don't think that's realistic. That far-fetched. I was talking to someone in my family the other day.
We have completely different. I literally went, I don't think that's realistic. You go, I don't think that's far-fetched.
No, I don't. Like, dude, I remember in kindergarten, my friend was talking about how like, oh, her name Jennifer. I still remember. Like I remember this exact conversation having this. She's like, my mom just got a phone, and you can take a picture and you can see it on another phone. Like just talking about like so you can send a picture or whatever. And in my head, I was freaking kindergarten, super young, but also that technology just wasn't real at the time. So I was like, in my head, it was like, there's no way. There's a picture on one thing and it can get sent to, like, there's no way that could happen. Like,
oh my
I was
God.
literally, I remember that.
Can you imagine telling this story to, like, for example, my sister who's 10 years younger than me? She would literally be like, stupid.
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean? Of course you can send a picture.
And so that was probably 20, maybe like 18 years ago, right? Bro, that was 18 years ago. And now people are writing whole papers, like all this stuff. Dude, it's exponential. It's like,
of course.
I totally think that's realistic. And even like,
you think iRobot's real? You think robots are going to come around?
100%. 100%. I'm not even kidding. And it's not a conspiracy.
You make fun of my conspiracy theories, and now here you're like, robots are going to kill us.
No, but this is not a conspiracy. This is real life.
Is the moon landing real? Yes or no? Go.
I just think that
it's a possibility.
It's not it's now. It's literally now. I'm
like
telling
it's happening.
Literally, if I somehow like got my text to sync up to Chat GPT, and you texted me, I can never reply for the next 2 weeks, and you wouldn't know. Because
I would know.
No, you wouldn't.
I would know. I know I would know.
Not if
Ask how many of my friends know. Like, I know.
Guess what though? I never deleted one single text in the past since I got an iPhone, which was the iPhone 6. Kind of late.
Get some therapy, sir.
But I've never deleted. No, I've never deleted any text. Like I'm not kidding. If I took enough time, I could scroll up to our very first conversation.
How much storage you got, bro?
Messages takes up a lot. It's like 40 gigs of messages. But that's what I'm saying. So like I know it's possible
You're saying
to sync
learn. Okay, fine.
Yes, bro.
Fine, bro.
You would not know. It would bring up stuff that I don't even remember. It'd be like, remember the year of
and then I would know. I'd be like, no. he would never remember that.
No, bro. It's so real and it's here.
You know what just happened, by the way, recently that I expected to hear from you and I didn't hear from you. It's because we hadn't shot a podcast in 2 weeks. Freaking
hung out, because if we don't shoot a podcast, we don't hang anyways. Next.
I've referenced this TikTok earlier, and I think they're not going to know what I'm talking about, because obviously they're not going to know what I'm talking about. But that freaking, that one podcast, I don't know the name of it, but they have this like viral TikTok where he's like, do you even miss me when I'm gone? It's like two dudes filming a podcast. Do you even miss me? Do you like look forward to our podcast days, or are you just like dreading it? And the other dude's like I kind of dread it. It's just like, I quote that all the time. I'm like, do you miss me do you think about me when I'm not there? Like, where was I going? Where was I going with that?
AI, Chat GPT, texting.
No. This is what happened this past week. Okay. That I was expecting a text from you or something. WrestleMania with Logan Paul.
Dude, he's in the WWE. Like he's officially contracted. Like he's gonna be having a ton of fights. I
didn't know that.
Yeah.
Thoughts on WWE? Because I have thoughts.
Dude, the WWE, like, yes, it's staged and everything, but dude, I don't really get the lore.
I feel like, okay, that's true. The lore. I feel like you're gonna think I have a very negative opinion on it, which is why you're like framing your opinion.
Well, no, I don't even know how I think, because like it. But after watching like Logan be involved in it, because I've never watched it in the past, but like I've seen clips and but like the athleticism that goes into that, is crazy.
Definitely right. It's not like any average person can do this.
Yeah,
the acting is like bad, but like the point is, it's literally a soap opera. Okay, it's like dramatic. No, it is. The story is like dramatic. Like the whole thing is dramatic. You're not watching it because you're like, oh, these are two real like wrestlers that are really gonna like mess each other up. Blah, blah. No, it's not.
Mess each other up.
In my head, my mom was like, don't say the F word. Don't do it. But anyway, they're not gonna like mess each other up or anything. Like, but it's still a lot of athleticism that comes into. These are stunt actors, and like not everybody can do it. I think it's corny as hell. I don't want to watch a single thing of it.
Have you watched a full fight though? A full, not clips?
I've watched. No, I have watched a full fight. I have watched a full fight. Yeah. The one that I watched, and you can't quote me on this because this could be so wrong. This was like 2016 era. Roman Reigns was like a big thing.
He's still killing it right now.
Yeah, like he was like coming out at that time.
Coming out.
Oh God, he was coming up at that time.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure, and I don't know. Like it was interesting, like I said, but like for me, it's this like cult following, specifically of like it's like a very American thing. Well, I think it's only in America, but I just mean like I'm like
no, I'm pretty sure it's very worldwide. I think.
I don't know, dude, but it's super American. Like whenever, like the people that are watching it, I'm like, it's boys. And I'm like, what is going on? Why is this? I'm like, this is why boys low key and men do like Keeping Up with the Kardashians, any reality show. Cause I'm like, you're doing that same thing in WWE, but you think you're not. You think it's cool because it's just wrestling. It's a reality TV show. That's what it is. Like,
but it's not even, it's like very, because everything is scripted in it, right?
So it's a freaking soap opera. Yeah. You like drama just like we do. Like,
no, but it is, again, very, I couldn't get into it personally, but there's a lot of things like there's some TV shows can't get into
that.
You know what I mean?
I could not get into that at all.
Yeah.
I don't care. I did think it was cool that like Logan Paul jumped on KSI. Like he didn't know it was him or whatever. I don't know.
He did know it was him, but
he knew, but the audience didn't know or whatever. Yeah, that was kind of cool.
Also, I think we talked about this in another thing, but he, like his last fight, he tore his ACL, MCL, meniscus, whatever.
Okay.
And halfway through the fight, and he kept doing the rest of the fight.
I did not realize that was a WWE thing. I thought he was like actually fighting when you were telling me this.
Oh, no.
Okay, he's still doing the stunts. It's still very physical.
Bro, he did like a 30-foot. He was like 30 feet in the air, frog splash. Like,
I watched it.
Crazy.
I was like, what the hell? No, I think it's really cool. I think a lot of people really hate Logan Paul, and I just like don't really agree with it. I'm just like, okay, whatever. The shit in the past, I'm like, all right. A little fucked up, but I just
man was so young, and it was.
I just think people are very
2017.
Quick to I just think people are very quick to judge, and they have no idea what they would do in the actual same position. They don't. Like everybody's very quick to like be on their high horse and hide behind a screen. I've said this before.
Yeah. So this past week, I helped my high school teacher with his studio. He bought a new studio.
Okay.
And we helped him like paint and like get ready for, he's gonna open it, whatever, as a business. And I just got a couple of friends to do it, and it was a really good time. It was a fun time for me. It was just enjoyable.
Yeah.
But also, he was very appreciative. He was like, "Thank you so much for coming and like helping," and we got a lot more done. And I just saw it. It was a really cool moment, weirdly, because he was one of the most impactful teachers I had in high school.
Yeah.
And I just came and helped him for free. Like I didn't, it was literally 9 to 5, like 8 hours of work minus lunch.
That's a lot of work.
Like 7 hours of work, and but again, I enjoyed doing it because it was sort of like, I didn't think about it at the time, but afterwards I was like reflecting and I was like, that felt really good because he gave so much to me, and it was good to just give like one day and just help him out. And I'm going to help him out with a couple more days.
I mean, it's the same thing that Alex said last week. She was like, or 2 weeks ago, she was just like, I've just like been given so much, like anytime I can give back. Again, realistically, like, why would she come on our podcast? Like we don't have the following yet. We don't have that like, catalog yet. And she was just like, I've been helped so much. And like putting that back into the universe is a really big thing. Like,
right. So. And like, it's talked about a lot with like self-improvement and stuff. They're like, oh, like talk about things you're grateful for. Like every day, write down 3 things or whatever. And I've always heard that advice, but I never like took the time to do it. And but it's something
gratitude
that I want to.
Gratitude is good. Yeah.
I want to focus on gratitude a lot more in the future, right?
So one of the things that I do, like when I bullet journal, is like often I'll have like a gratitude a day kind of thing, and you just like write out a little line. It could be stupid. Yeah. It's just whatever you're grateful. It could be literally dumb, but you just write out one thing that you're like happy and thankful for during that day, and like that's all that matters.
Yeah. Afterwards, after that day of like working, my mom called me at the end of the day, and she asked me, she's like, "Oh, how'd it go with your teacher?" And like, because I've talked about him like throughout the years, whatever. And she was just asking me. And then in that moment, I think this is what got me thinking about the gratefulness thing. Cause like just hearing her, like she just called me. It was like 10 o'clock at night, maybe 11 o'clock. And she's like, how'd it go? And like, just the fact that she was interested enough to like call me and ask me about that like meant a lot. And so that I literally even said it the next day to my friend. I was like, yo, I need to think about those things more often and realize that like I'm like, obviously tell the person that you're grateful, but also like just register it. Be like, yes, like I'm grateful that this happened.
I mean, like even today, like when I was like driving here, and we were on that 3-way call with Kevin, and Kevin was just like, Kevin goes, "Have a good podcast, Sander." And he goes, "Is Elena gone yet?" And I was still on the call, and I was like, no. I was like, "I'm here." And he was just like, "Oh," he goes, "Have a good podcast, Elena." And like, I know that that's so dumb. It's such a small thing, but like, it really felt like so much. I was like, he's literally wishing us well. Like, I don't know. Like I registered it in my head. I was like, this is something I'm grateful for. I'm grateful for my friends who support like all this crazy stuff we do. Like, I don't know. It was really cool.
Yeah. I'm gonna start doing that. I'm gonna start thinking about, I guess, I don't know, even just having, cause I had this conversation internally to myself, like days ago.
Yeah.
And even just talking about it, having it fresh in your mind, I thought of things randomly. Like I'll just be like living and I'll see something. I'm like, oh, like I'm glad that this is a part of my life.
I'm just very surprised you don't journal. Like I'm very surprised you don't journal, because
honestly,
all of this stuff, the way you talk, like you should be just writing all. It doesn't have to be formatted in any way.
Yeah, I do it. I type pretty often actually.
Oh, okay.
Especially if I'm trying to think through something or whatever. I'll type it out. Yeah. I can't physically, dude. My mind.
It's whatever you want.
My mind goes too fast to like.
Oh, and you're such a fast typer.
Yeah, we're gonna race.
Live with Twitch stream. Just that's freaking. No, I'm gonna win. Xander has this idea that he can beat me at typing. Like, what the hell? Yeah, just typing like words per minute. And I've never met anyone that types faster than I do. Xander gives the vibe of like. Two-finger typer.
Bro, that is so cringe.
Two-finger typer.
That is so cringe. That is so cringe.
There's a lot of people that are two-finger typers. It's fine, bro.
Yo, listen. I learned how to type in 7th grade because I had this intro to technology class, and we had to do the whole exercises where it was like friggin' JH, like
been there, done that,
20 times. Once, yeah. What? Not weird.
I said, been there, done there.
I'm just defending I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about myself. I'm defending myself. I'm saying,
been
listen.
Been there, done that, not worried. Not worried.
Okay. Listen, randomly when you said Twitch streaming, I feel like, I don't know what it would be, but that would be such a good concept for like content for a video. Like what training, like leading up to a typing race, but like being super extra. Bro, hold on. I'm going to write something.
We are extra. What do you mean? This is real.
Right. But I'm saying we could.
Defending my honor.
Yo. Anyways, that would be a good video.
So the fans know my like highest recent words per minute score is like 98. It's high.
That dude.
Like the highest person in the world, what? It's like 200, which is insane.
You're like, I'm 50th.
I'm half as good. No. It's probably like 150. I gotta check, but whatever.
Dude, I'm quick with it because I have. This sounds weird. This sounds stupid.
You're about to be.
No, I was gonna say video game experience, bro. You have to game, and bro, especially.
You don't think I have video game experience?
No, you don't, bro. What do you play?
Watch me on Twitch. Overwatch now. I play Smite. It's not good. It's just not good. Yeah. It's not good for me. But watch me on Twitch. I have been streaming twice, but I'm gonna be. But I'm gonna be.
I was like waiting for a week, like twice a week. You're like
no, twice. I haven't been streaming because I've been cleaning my room because that's what I'm trying to do tonight. I'm trying to be productive, which is why we're not taking shots later. But
well, we're not taking two.
We're not taking two.
We'll take one.
No fuel. No fuel. No, but seriously, I'm going to be streaming. You played
that so well. I thought I was confusing you, but you were actually just going along.
You were not confusing me. I knew what I wanted. I said no shots. No, but I've been streaming and like I wanted to turn my camera on, but like the room is so like not to where I want it to be.
One ring light. I have a ring light you could have.
You're gonna give me a ring light?
Yeah.
It's the first I've heard of it. You've heard me bitching about this for weeks now.
You said it one time. No, you've actually said it 0 times.
Okay, well, I want that ring light.
Good.
And I'm going to be streaming, and I'm getting it to be all cute, and come watch me play. What the fuck am I playing? What's that game?
I don't know. I'm cutting this whole part.
But what is that game? What is that? Oh, you're not gonna no free promos? No, what's that game though?
What
the hell is the game? Elden Ring. I'm playing Elden Ring for the first time, and I suck at video games, so it's like watching someone that's literally terrible play Elden Ring.
Yeah, but it's good. Once you have a ring light, no one watches a stream with no face. Some people do, but barely.
And anyways, this face, please.
That's you might lose views. You have 0, you're gonna get -3. All right, thanks for tuning in. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all of that good stuff, and we'll see you next week.
Peace.
Bye. Damn, that's the longest episode yet.